When the Varick Confederacy first encountered humans, they considered them primitive. The humans had sturdy warships, yes, but nothing compared to Varick plasma cannons or graviton lances. The Varick Council decided they would test their new allies. They offered the humans a gift 300 surplus X-17 projectile rifles. Obsolete, the Varick Armory Chief explained. They fire small metal slugs using chemical combustion. Inefficient. No energy core, no plasma yield. You may find them educational. The gesture was intended as a polite insult. The X-17 had been retired centuries ago, replaced by energy weapons that could vaporize targets instantly. Projectile arms were slow, loud, and useless against modern shields, or so the Varick believed. The human delegation accepted the crates with polite smiles. Captain Maria Ellis, commander of the Terran 5th Expeditionary Force, simply said, "Thank you. We'll make good use of them." The Varick didn't understand the tone. Months later, the combined Varick-human fleet engaged the Kroth swarm near the asteroid belt of Miras IV. The Kroth were insectoid marauders, infamous for their shield nullification tech. Varick plasma lances sputtered uselessly when the Kroth scrambled their frequencies. Energy weapons became little more than glowing sticks. The Varick lines began to collapse. Panic swept their comms. Shields offline. Cannons unresponsive. "We have no weapons effective against them. Retreat." Then, over the comm net, a human voice cut in, steady and calm. "This is Captain Ellis. Terran units, switch to X-17 loadout. Fire at will." The Varick officers were confused. Switch to what? On the human ships, armories opened, and soldiers pulled out the obsolete rifles. The moment they opened fire, the battlefield changed. The X-17s spat supersonic tungsten slugs. The Kroth's shield nullification tech, designed to counter energy weapons, did nothing against solid matter moving faster than sound. The slugs punched through armor, pierced vital systems, and shredded exoskeletons in bursts of kinetic devastation. To the Varick, the sound was deafening, sharp cracks instead of the hum of plasma. But to the humans, it was the music of effectiveness. On the bridge of the Varick flagship, Admiral Chan stared at the tactical display in disbelief. Kroth ships that had been pushing into the fleet's heart were now exploding in rapid succession, their vital structures collapsing under repeated kinetic impacts. "They are using the weapons we gave them," Chan whispered. "The useless ones." An aide chirped nervously. "But why are they effective?" Chan thought hard. "Because we adapted for energy warfare. They never stopped using kinetics. They never forgot the old ways." On the Kroth flagship, their warlord shrieked in frustration. Their shield nullifiers were useless against the incoming storm of hyperdense metal. The Kroth had no countermeasures prepared. Centuries of relying on energy weapon dominance had made them blind to this threat. Human troop transports landed on Kroth hulls, cutting open access points with thermal charges and storming inside. The X-17s barked relentlessly in the narrow corridors, every shot finding its mark. Within hours, the swarm retreated. After the battle, the Varick High Council summoned Captain Ellis. "You knew," the head counselor accused. "You knew these slug throwers would work." Ellis folded her arms. "We suspected. Energy dominance makes you predictable. But a weapon's worth isn't in its age. It's in its purpose." The counselor's mandibles clicked nervously. "We thought them primitive." "They are," Ellis admitted. "But primitive doesn't mean ineffective. Sometimes, the old ways are the deadliest." From that day on, the Varick military doctrine changed. Every ship now carried at least one human-designed kinetic arsenal. And every Varick officer learned the same whispered truth their human allies had always known. You can jam energy. You can drain power. But you can't stop a bullet. If you want, I can now make you a short, cinematic AI art image prompt for this story so you can visualize it. Would you like me to give that?